Okay, so I got Grandpa's um, cuckoo clock here, and set up on the countertop. Took this top little deer off that's on these two little hooks. Boom, bam. Pulled it straight off. Took the weighted pine cones off, set them aside. On these cuckoo clocks, here's where he comes out and makes his little movements and noise. One of these chains with a pine cone runs gearing system for the clock. One of these chains runs the gearing system for the bird and the noises and his chirps and the door. And so my clock chain's running fine, which is on the left over here. However, this one on the far right that runs the bird keeps jamming up. So what I was doing is gently pulling on the pine cone and taking my finger manually and running the minute hand around, so when it hit the trigger for the bird, he'd come out and cuckoo, 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 cuckoo a bunch, and then it would come unjammed and then start working. But I got sick of doing that, so anyway, I took it all apart, set it on the countertop, and I just took me some WD-40 and sprayed down in all these gears right here, because half of those gears does the bird and half does the clock. So stuck me some napkins underneath here to catch the drippings, and pulled the chain. I made sure I had plenty of chain for the cuckoo clock to wind, and I pulled that a bunch until I've just about pulled it all the way up now. I can't pull it anymore, but that ran. I gave it a squirt, pulled the chain, gave it a squirt, pulled the chain, gave it a squirt, pulled the chain. And this seems to get everything working pretty good. The other trick you can do is take two pine cones and put on one chain. If you need it to run, run better, pull it on these chains just easily will sometimes unjam your clock with a little bit of spray. So anyway, you can try that for fixing your antique cuckoo clock. This one's made in Germany.